Welcome back to Brick by Brick. Today we'll be going through 5.5 steps on how you can succeed as a LEGO investor. Let's get started with the first step. So first of all, in order to become a successful LEGO investor, just like pretty much any other kind of investing, you want to make sure you diversify what you invest in. And there's a couple of ways to do this with LEGO, but probably the best way to do it is with investing in various themes. So for example, I focus most of my investments on Star Wars, Harry Potter, Marvel, and a couple Speed Champion sets as well. So though I have most of my money in Star Wars and Harry Potter, I make sure to have several other themes that I invest in, because if that theme were to not end up doing as well as I was expecting, I still have several other LEGO themes that I think are going to do pretty well. And I chose Harry Potter and Star Wars because generally those have been pretty consistent in their returns as LEGO investments. So they're a pretty safe LEGO investment. There are certainly themes that sometimes have a better ROI. They're just a little bit more risky. So I like to stick with somewhat safer investments, those being LEGO Star Wars and LEGO Harry Potter. But regardless, it is important to diversify the sets you buy and buy plenty from each theme. All right, the next step is when you've determined kind of the themes you want to invest in is to research out like 3 or 4 themes I would recommend, and look back at how sets similar to the ones you're thinking about investing in those themes have done in the past. See what made them worth so much once they retired. See possibly what minifigures. There's so many different things that can help set a set apart to make it a good investment. And next step, you're going to want to make sure that you budget your purchase of LEGO investments. So if you're planning on just buying and selling LEGO investments to just recycle the profits back into the business to buy more LEGO sets, then this can be a great way to do it. But if you're planning on buying quite a bit in a somewhat recent time frame and then selling them later and not really working with the same budget, then you want to make sure you have a set amount that you are going to spend on LEGO investments. Just like any other kind of investing, it can help make sure you don't overspend. And just because a set's on sale doesn't always mean it's worth investing in. You want to make sure you stick to your budget and have an idea of what you want to buy in advance. There are a few exceptions to this, of course, but that's largely how you should do it. Next up is storage. So when you're storing LEGO sets, you want to make sure there isn't too much weight on any part of the set. So it's okay for the short term to have a set that is stored on top of or next to a LEGO, or on top of a LEGO set. That's fine. But if you're going to be holding the sets for quite a while, it can start to wear and tear on the sets depending on how you store it. So making sure you don't put any pressure or anything on any side or the top of the LEGO set to prevent damage from occurring, because if damage does occur, in most cases, it'll mean that you won't be able to sell the set for quite as much as you were probably hoping. And next up, we have when you are starting to sell your LEGO investments, make sure you build up a positive reputation as a LEGO investor. So for example, I sell pretty much everything I buy on eBay, and I have through the years built up a reputation on eBay of a LEGO seller and have done pretty well, have a great positive review rate. And so you want to help build that up so that people who are thinking about buying sets from you are able to trust you, because a lot of other people have rated you highly when you've sold LEGO sets to them before. And then the final thing is just be patient. Just like any investment in general, generally the more you wait, the more money a set will make, or a normal investment. But it can be hard to do this, especially if you want to recycle the profits back into your business. And really it's up to you to determine when you feel like you've waited long enough that you want to sell the set. Generally there's like a spike right after it retires, and then it continues to go up in value. But that spike is generally the first large increase in price. So determining when you want to sell a set to recycle your profits back into the business can be really important, and also making sure you don't check the value of your sets like every day. As a day-by-day basis, generally they don't change too much, possibly right after they retired a little bit for a couple days. But in general, you probably only need to check every few weeks or so on your LEGO investments to track them effectively. Feel free to let me know if you have any questions. Thanks for watching.